This took a lot longer than I had anticipated. Welcome back to Pikmin. Last time, we finished up with all the bosses we had yet to face off in our adventure. This time, we're tackling Pikmin's side mode, Challenge Mode. This is a score-based mode in which we have to create as many Pikmin as we can in one day. I didn't intend on this video taking this long, but then school happened, and kept happening. For those not in the know, I am currently enrolled in college. I go to school for game development, specifically. Game development is long and arduous, and I cannot keep, like, a single second away from it without possibly slowing down to the point where something might go wrong. So I had to be constantly doing that at all times. I like doing YouTube, however, video games are my biggest passion, and actually getting into the industry is my end goal. I like doing YouTube, but I like doing it as a passion project more than an actual career. I'm not trying to make a career out of YouTube. So if videos feel sparse or not constantly coming out, this is why. My priorities lie somewhere else completely. But let's not dwell on negative stuff or why it's taking so long for videos to release. The score attack mode. I've elected to go to the Forest of Hope because we spent a lot of time in the later episodes going to the Distant Spring, and then the remaining episodes were in the Forest Naval, and then we went back to the impact site for the first bonus video. So I thought, why not just head back to the Forest of Hope as our just final area. One thing you'll notice with the music here is that it's actually sped up in challenge mode. Kind of telling you to, like, hurry up, get those Pikmin, etc. Also, I'm testing new things out, and I have the settings set to HD, whereas other settings for previous episodes were all in SD because it was the Wii. So, I'm interested to see if this will look better than the previous episodes, or it's just gonna look the same. It's kind of hard to make an SD thing look right in HD because it's not the point. Like, if you're gonna blow something up, it's just gonna look as blurry, so, like, or what upping the resolution of an SD game does. Like, does it just make it look blockier? I don't know. Or, like, you could just see the pixel lines a bit more? Maybe. I feel like I should know this, but I don't. Okay, we're at 54. Once we get 100, we can just get better, or we can start going for more, expensive stuff and not have to worry about our Pikmin counts as much. But that doesn't mean we don't have roadblocks. Gotta be careful with this thing, because we still only have 54, and I've not forgotten the crushing glitch. Even though, yeah, okay, never mind. The crushing glitch still happened. Damn it. So yeah, Pikmin that were killed do not count towards the overall score. It just means you've lost, like, whatever Pikmin at the current count at the end is your score. Pikmin lost don't count towards that total. It's subtracted from your total in the end. Well, when you get to the score screen, it's not going to say, like, -3 points for losing 3 Pikmin. The Pikmin lost already, because it's already subtracted as you're playing the game when they die. Oh, the reds carry those. And the yellows. I'll let you guys do that for now. Blues, I want you to carry one of those. Kinda sucks that they were stuck on both, but that's more on me. Get these stragglers. So, yeah, I was gone for, like, 4 months, and I apologize. I had a few, like, side videos to make, and I did make one video detailing my thoughts on, like, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but I'm back from year 2 of college, so, I can talk about that for a bit. Year 2 was probably the hardest year, but also one of the more rewarding ones, because this was the one where we finally actually got to make a game. We were still limited on what we could do, because we still had to relegate to making a 10-minute 2D platformer. But I'm still proud of what me and my team accomplished, because we made a 2D game where the goal of it was to run away from a wall that could constantly hurt you if you touched it. So it's kind of like scrolling by at your own pace, as you're trying to avoid enemies jumping across platforms, trying to get away from this wall that was going to get you. You learned a lot, when you end up being the leader, because I had to be the leader for this, and, it's just funny being the leader of something when everyone else is like, we don't want to be the leader, can you do this for us? And I realized I'm actually, like, okay with taking more leadership roles like that. That was actually a role I was actually really happy to do. Just allocating responsibilities to other people. Just playtesting constantly, making sure that everything was fine, everything was up to speed. Encouraging team members if they needed encouragement. Because, I will say that in some classes it can be deflating when you don't have the right kinds of professors. Thankfully, for the courses I didn't like, I had the right kinds. It's just that, unfortunately, for the one course I did want and did want to like, I had like the worst professor. I had my professor for character design just apparently did not want to bother with actually teaching us for the most part. Like, he would like do the course and be like immediately like end him like as soon as he was done like saying anything. And like that's problematic because we have questions and he's just like, there's slides, you could figure it out. Which, always a red flag. He kind of just seemed like he was there for the money and nothing else, which to me is also red flag. I was informed by classmates that he actively insulted me to my face without me realizing it, which... okay, that's on me if I didn't even realize he was being dumb. Or if I was, like, you know... like, if I didn't realize he was actively insulting me. But B, you shouldn't actively insult one of your students, like, while you're teaching. And when asking for help, like, some of his suggestions just made things worse. So I was nonplussed with that class, and, that... like, I hate to say that the thing I want to enjoy the most ended up being the hardest part of the semester. But the hardest part of the semester was character design, something I was looking forward to. And now I don't know if I like character design because of that guy. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna, like, try to do character design over the course of the summer now that, like, I'm not tethered to him, and honestly, I'm glad for that because it means I can try to do my own thing now. But I very much would have liked to understand what I was doing just a little bit better. Just have some professionalism in the course I'm taking. Especially with one that's as strenuous and, like, demanding as game development. Like, me and my classmates are the people that are probably gonna have to make, like, future games. Future AAA games if we get into the gaming industry. And or we make our own games. We're gonna want to know this stuff, and you're barely teaching us, and when you are teaching us, you're making things worse. Overall, I think the course is fine, it's just... some people need to be better. Oh, it still beats my previous college, because I went to 2 colleges for game development. The one I'm at currently, and the other one is in Cornwall. Not Cornwall, Great Britain. Cornwall, Ontario. The amount of horror stories I can say about Cornwall. Oh boy. I touched upon it briefly in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. But that was the place where that was the first time I was going to college, and I was depressed for, like, the entirety of it. The problem there is that, like, no teacher cared there except for one, and that one I had to quit his course because it was split into 2. There were 2 professors for that one. The first prof was the one that was actually nice, and he was there for the labs. The other one was an absolute bore and barely understood how to properly teach to people. So I had to drop that course because nothing was being gained from that. But in the end, like, there were more problems than just the college, because the town itself isn't that great either. The biggest problem that I ended up having was, like, here's how bad that town is. The street that faces the college, and the one that's actually supposed to be, like, the street that's meant for people for students that are going to be living in the town for college. Basically, that entire district is the poorest community inside the town itself, which is already poor enough as it is. One of the houses I was looking at, the house right beside it, and I saw this on the news, one of the houses beside one of the houses I was looking at actually ended up exploding because people were doing drug experiments in there. I remember on, like, the literal first day of school, me and a few classmates were talking, and there was literally a prostitute just walking to the corner. There was a robbery near the hotel that we stayed at the first night we came to visit, back when I was looking at colleges. That place was hella messed up. There were 2 weeks where the garbage just didn't bother to show up. So where garbage was just piling up, and we're just like, where's the garbage service? Where's the recycling service? Like, what is happening? And to put it in greater perspective, there are 3 small hamlets surrounding the town of Cornwall that apparently, they all make, like, 3 times more income than a regular citizen in Cornwall, on average. That place is hella messed up. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I'm not gonna feel as bad saying that, because I've encountered, like, also Cornwallites while I was at it, and they're like, no, our town sucks. We do not blame you. So that was a little bit of, like, vindication, being like, okay, I'm not wrong, I'm not crazy, this place actually did suck. If even the residents of that town admit that it sucks, it has to suck, right? I haven't really been explaining what the hell I've been doing this entire time, have I? I've just been ranting on college and nothing else. Right now, I'm just focused on clearing the areas of smaller enemies to then just go grab larger things, even though we're already running out of time, and more than likely 200 is going to be what remains, or is going to be our score in the end, because we're running out of time. But I at least want to get that bull bear and at least one more thing before going, or before ending this. think we'll be fine with 83. It's not too cluttered, but it's not too much either. It's also not too few of them. Yeah, we lost 2. It's not the worst. Okay. We have 44 again. Probably shouldn't follow these guys, but... This is fine. It looks like that bridge is built. Come on. Leave you guys to go get that. Leave these yellows to go grab this one. I don't think I would want to go that way. There's... Technically you would if you were smart enough, or not smart enough, but if you knew this game enough, you would probably go for it. Because, like, I feel like it should be possible to get a max score. I feel like a max score is attainable. Okay, the wall's down. Future me, can you tell me what the max score is? If there is one? Alright, I think at most we're gonna be able to just get this, this bulb ore back. Okay, I need you guys directed onto the bridge and nowhere else. We might be able to get away with getting the Pearly Clam Clamp, but I'm not holding my... I'm not keeping my hopes up. Besides, we're already noticing that, like, yeah, it's almost sundown. I don't think we're gonna get it back. We might be able to kill it, but we're not getting it back. Right, I can't actually attack it that way. Bring it back. Jump again. Alright, we got it out. Let's see you guys hurry up. You could also not bring it near the ball bear. Oh god. Or the bull bear is staying mysteriously asleep. This is fine. I can work with this. Countdown's probably going to start soon, but... 290's not the worst. It's slightly above 50%. Maybe. Oh. It's going to come down to the max score, because... if the max score is like 600, then like... that's less than 50. Oh my god. Are we gonna get it back? We got it back! Coming in clutch at the literal last second. Way to go, guys! This is perfectly fine with me. One last thing to end it. one last clutch moment to end the series on. Way to go, guys. So then, in the end, our score is 340. And that's challenge mode. This was a fun time for me to do, honestly. And I'm glad I was able to do it with you guys. So next time on this channel, it's the next Let's Play. See you guys next time.